Your wish to have a gaming computer was granted?
What do you think?
Firemen are dropping a package from way up high.
Welcome to the first ever virtual Wine and Wishes Gala. Thanks for joining us in this new way for a very special evening, celebrating the last year of wishes granted and all to come. My name is Ellen.
And I'm Cameron, and we'll be your hosts for this evening. I was diagnosed with a neurological disorder called spina bifida. My wish was to go on a Star Wars Disney cruise. It was amazing because only family. I did not have to be in the hospital, and I did not have to be poked and prodded.
Wow, that sounds pretty great, Cameron. So, when I was 5 years old, I was diagnosed with a type of blood cancer called acute lymphoblastic leukemia. And about a few months after I was diagnosed, Make-A-Wish came to the hospital and asked me, what would I like my one wish to be? Now, as a dog-loving 5-year-old, of course it was to meet the 5 golden retriever puppies who star in the Air Buddies movies. So, in December of 2008, Make-A-Wish sent me, my parents, and my brothers to Vancouver, Canada, where we spent an amazing day on set of the Santa Buddies movie. Just a couple weeks after I got home, the producer of the movie gave me Rosebud, the only female puppy of the 5, and of course, my favorite. Rosebud has been living at my farm ever since, and we are best friends.
That sounds pretty awesome, Ellen. A few housekeeping items. Before we dive into our program tonight,
our silent auction will close at 7:30 tonight. You still have time to place your winning bids until then, and you'll be notified if you have been outbid.
also there are some items you don't have to outbid someone to get. You'll see Morgan's note cards for sale on the online bidding platform.
We have a nice evening planned for you, full of wish stories, your opportunity to hear from leaders in Make-A-Wish, and also directly help wishes come true.
If you purchased a Gala in a box, please enjoy the wine donated by Happy Harry's, along with your Colorado Jack popcorn and other treats.
Make sure to take a picture wearing your new star pin. Use the hashtag #WineAndWishesND.
And finally, make sure to pay attention throughout the program for a chance to answer trivia questions in the chat for a chance to win prizes.
And with that, it promises to be a fun evening. Now, I would like to invite the president and CEO of Make-A-Wish North Dakota, Billy Joe, to share some remarks on behalf of the chapter.
Thank you, Ellen and Cameron. It is such an honor to be welcomed into Wish families' lives like Ellen's and Cameron's. And it's so nice to be welcomed into your homes this evening. Thank you for attending, although I know we all would prefer to see you in person. This past year has been a tough one for so many, and it is hard for all of us at Make-A-Wish as well. At a point, it felt like our mission delivery came to a halt. Sure, we pivoted events, trained our volunteer partners how to virtually help children discover wishes, brainstormed creative ways to grant those wishes, like the parades you saw in the video earlier, and made messages of hope to keep all of us in this Make-A-Wish family connected yet safe. As you know, we at Make-A-Wish, we love granting wishes, and our volunteer wish granters are usually welcomed into the homes of our wish children, or at least meet them in person, playing with them, really getting to know them. I have no doubt that we will get back to that in our wish fulfillment. But until then, please know our dedicated volunteers are still creating hope. And I know that someday we can safely return to granting wish trips, with 75% of our wishes involving air travel and such wishes being postponed until further notice. Some wishes are waiting if the child's health allows, and some have chosen a local wish that can be granted now. Because it's not always just about what the wish is, but also when the wish happens along the health journey that matters. And then, even those who did rediscover a new wish, we can't build a tree house in a North Dakota winter. However, we were able to grant 33 wishes last year and already 11 this year, including Amelia, who you will hear from later in the program. Wish children still need hope in their journey. And that's why we invited you to here tonight. You can be a star in their lives. While we may have saved some money by not incurring as much in direct wish expenses this year, we will need all the resources and investments we can get from cash and in-kind donations to make the 75 wishes in our pipeline come true over the next year. Every year, approximately 50 local North Dakota children are diagnosed with a critical condition. 50 kids and their families who never dreamed that they would be in a position of such vulnerability, confusion, and uncertainty. And then you throw in COVID-19 on top of it all. Yes, this has been a challenging year, to say the least. Regardless of a pandemic, diagnoses do not stop. And they can be already isolating for a child, as a lot of decisions are either taken away from the child or made for them. Given all these children go through, being offered a wish, something for them to decide, provides that essential hope and joy. A wish empowers a child with a critical illness to think beyond their current moment, to really imagine possibilities. A wish can sometimes provide a respite in the middle of care, or a reward at the end of treatment, or sometimes a wish just provides a space to merely seek some sense of normality. You'll hear more about these types of experiences and impact from Logan and Emily as well. As you know, we are a small yet mighty team at Make-A-Wish. However, we could not take a wish from discovery to wish granted or to pull off experiences like this event without a team of volunteers. We celebrate our over 170 volunteers across this great state. Specifically, we also want to express our appreciation to the Wine and Wishes Committee. Thank you so much. Also, I want to take the time to express our appreciation to our generous sponsors because they make moments like these possible as well. Together, tonight, they allow every dollar raised through the online auction, hope you're bidding, and Fund-A-Wish to go toward life-changing wishes right here in North Dakota. So first, I'd like to thank Sanford Health. From sponsoring events like this to referring our children, this community partner is truly the tops. Thank you. Thank you to Jay and his team at Happy Harry's Bottle Shop. Hope everyone's enjoying the wine and Prosecco that was in your Gala in a box. And also, we have some great sponsors in William Jansen at Ameriprise Financial, Bremer Bank, Gate City Bank, Houston Engineering, R.D. Offutt Company, Vogel Law Firm, Wanzik Construction. And a special thanks to Kim and Brian at Colorado Jack Popcorn, who donate year over year in honor of our very first wish here in North Dakota, Christopher, who wished to have a VCR to watch movies in his hospital room. He would have loved all the caramel and jalapeno and buttered popcorn to go along with his movies. Thanks again to all of the sponsors for being part of this event, but also for being great leaders in our community. In closing, I have had the privilege to serve our Wish families, this team, and our local chapter for 7.5 years. It is indeed my calling. It is an honor also to lead Make-A-Wish North Dakota with a board chair like DJ Campbell and the rest of the directors, as well as Make-A-Wish America President and CEO Richard Davis and his national team, and my peers at the other 58 chapters across the nation. We all believe in hope creation. Because you are here, you do too. Thank you again for being with us this evening. Time and again, we have heard the power of a wish impacting everyone who's involved in a wish. You may not have experienced and had the opportunity to see a wish firsthand, but right now, you're about to feel it.
Well, Logan's a feisty 5-year-old.
But he's also very compassionate.
He loves superheroes, playing with his friends.
He's brave, loving, and caring.
We had gone to my 20-week ultrasound appointment. Our doctor had told us that unfortunately the ultrasound didn't get a good picture of the heart. 2 days later, we had gone down to cardiology when that doctor walked in and said, well, a normal heart looks like this, and this is what your baby's looks like.
And when we found out the news, it was devastating.
So he was born on April 21st, and 6 days later, he had his first open heart surgery, and Logan has a pacemaker. For us, we are so very blessed and very fortunate for how he's recovered. There are no words to express what it is walking in and seeing your new baby just on the table, and you're not able to hold him or do anything with him. We just stood next to him and talked to him all the time and told him how much we loved him. There's nothing like watching a group of probably 12 professionals in your newborn's room, knowing we wouldn't get to see him for about 8 hours. I mean, it's really hard when there's nothing we can do.
We've known about Make-A-Wish for a long time, just knowing that Make-A-Wish is out there providing these wish opportunities for children.
So with Logan being younger, we said, you know, Logan, you get to wish, you know, like if you could do anything, Logan, what would you wish for?
Disney World.
Talk about an incredible journey that was. So we knew we were going in February. Nicole and Dana had set up a magical night with TNT Fitness. And at the end of this obstacle course, there was a trophy and a sign that said, Logan, you get to go to Disney World. And the magical moments began. You know, it's like everything you've gone through, this is all for you, and you deserve every second of it.
I think my favorite ride was going on the one with my dad, where we would go in a circle and then we would just turn back and around, and it was so fun.
What else was your favorite part, do you think?
When I got to go on the Winnie the Pooh ride.
The opportunity to go on a wish trip was something that just brought so much joy to our family, brought joy specifically to Logan. and to get to see him just have this unimaginable experience, to make that possible for him and then for our family, is something that we'll forever be grateful for.
Those who are donating are making it possible for these opportunities. Regardless of what the wish is, it's something that will forever change the family.
Thank you, and you're a hero.
So Logan, what would you say to the people who made it possible for you to have a wish?
Thank you.
Wow, I just love hearing how other kids had experiences just as incredible as mine. My wish was beyond even my wildest dreams because I was gifted one of the puppies from the movie by the director afterward. Everyone meet Rosebud. She has been an incredible addition to our family over the years, and she is such a great example of the lasting power of a wish. Now, a quick reminder that the silent auction will be closing at 7:30 tonight. Keep those bids coming in. Winning bidders will receive a message confirming the items they have successfully won. I hope you all get the items you wanted. Now, let's hear from the President and CEO of Make-A-Wish America.
Good evening and welcome to the annual Wine and Wishes Gala. And thanks for being part of our reimagining this event. It's been a year of reimagining for sure. Let me start by saying thanks to Billy and thanks to DJ and the board. This is a remarkable chapter in Make-A-Wish America, and we're very proud of the great work done in the North Dakota team. You know, tonight we're going to toast. We're going to toast this wonderful organization. And as you saw on the icon, it had 2 clinking glasses. Well, as I think about tonight, we're celebrating a lot of things. And you know, the origination of a toast actually has 2 different derivatives. One is a little more conspiracy laden, and it's believed back in the medieval times that when 2 people would toast, they would clink their glasses together with the intent for the liquid to jump between glasses so that if I was trying to poison you, I would now poison myself. There's an altogether better way of thinking of a toast, which is the 5 senses. And when you and I would enjoy a traditional wine toast and we would be together, we would click our glasses before we say cheers. And in doing so, we were collecting the 5th sense, because you see, we can smell it, we can feel it, we can see it, we can taste it, but we can't hear it. So when we click the glasses together, indeed it's a toast, we raise our glasses to the sky, and the intent is to give away our very best wishes to whatever we're celebrating. So tonight, we give our best wishes to Make-A-Wish North Dakota, and we toast all of you. So as you know, we are the world's largest wish-granting organization, and we have been for almost 41 years. You guys have been around for a high percentage of those, and I know you're celebrating as well. What's important about being a wish-granting organization is that we're local. What's brilliant about Make-A-Wish America, even Make-A-Wish International, is we're present in 40 countries around the globe. The biggest, of course, is the United States. But in and above that, each wish for each child and their family is local. And so we celebrate not only your great work, but the entire North Dakota wonderful state enjoys the benefits of the Make-A-Wish organization. And as you know, the mission impact is remarkable. You may remember that last September we celebrated our 500,000th wish across the world. And since then, since 1980, the first wish granted in Phoenix, Arizona, we've had over 502,000 wishes granted. That's even during COVID, because we've reimagined so effectively. And as you also know, a wish affects not just the child, but their family, their caregivers, and the entire community. And no one knows better than you guys in North Dakota just how many lives you've touched and how proud the entire community is to have Make-A-Wish in its life. Now, the power of a wish, well, that's quite remarkable because we know it's like a pebble in a pond. You know, there's a beautiful body of water. We drop Make-A-Wish into it, and it resonates to the edges, and then it comes back and forth. And you do that every time you grant a wish, not just for that child, but the entire community, and for that child themselves. You may not know this, but the top-rated charities in America, 1, 2, and 3, and we're one of those top, are all children's organizations. You see, people want to reach out and make a difference in all lives, but what could be more special than to do it for a child? And so you do that every time you grant a wish in North Dakota, these wonderful children. And in some cases, you're so strong and do so well, we'd welcome you to help some other markets where wish granting can be accomplished even faster, because not every chapter is as strong as you. Now, making a wish come true is something that we all have the power to do, but it's important to know that it's not just nice, but it's necessary. You know, last year when we were going to celebrate our 40th anniversary, COVID just began, and the pandemic stole all of our chance to make a big story out of our 40th anniversary. But I remember Estelle telling the story of Make-A-Wish, even during the early days of COVID. And someone said, well, are you essential or not? And by the way, that's where hope is essential came from. The answer is absolutely we're essential. I realized that we're not feeding people like, say, Feeding America does so brilliantly. I realized we weren't finding jobs for people who recently lost their jobs. But what I did realize is we were providing hope. Hope to a world that needs it the most. And therefore, hope is essential. Therefore, Make-A-Wish is essential. And what's neat about our journey is all of us know that you move along with the child and you bring the family and the community. And mostly, let's thank our medical care team. For those of you who dedicate your life to making sure that we're all healthy, for those who dedicate it to make sure that kids are healthy, for those who open the door for our children to find us, to make a difference in their journey, well, those are the people we celebrate as well. So thank you for allowing kids to imagine and experience life beyond their illness, and for a chance for them to believe, both now and later, that there are a group of people like you that will celebrate their lives and get behind them and surround them with a big old hug. So World Wish Day, coming up in April, later this next month, is a chance to celebrate our original wish. You remember Chris Gregis was the first wish. A young boy here in Phoenix, where I'm speaking to you from, was the first wish. And the wish itself was created by his mother and a few state troopers in the state of Arizona. And then nothing happened for months. And then the state of Arizona, the police department and the fire department are actually connected. Turns out there was another young man, a young boy named Bopsy Salazar. He had a wish too, and he wanted to ride a fire truck, and he also wanted to go to Disneyland. So these same people got together and said, let's send him to Disneyland and let him ride the fire truck down Main Street. And that wasn't the founding wish, that was the first official wish, because that's when a group of people just like you and me decided, let's make this happen again and again. So we all stand on their shoulders. The legacy of Chris's wish is what brings us here tonight to celebrate this wonderful organization called Make-A-Wish, and particularly in this great market called North Dakota. So as I close with this, you know, in 2021, we're moving through the pandemic. We're so proud of the reimagining that we've created, and Billy and the team, they're the best at it, so celebrate them. But we also said, let's call it something new. And we say, don't wait for hope, create it. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, by you being present at this gala, for you clicking your glasses in celebration of Make-A-Wish and these children, you aren't waiting for hope. You're helping us create it. So let me thank you for the impact that hope has on all of us and the chance that allows us all to be touched by something bigger than any of us. You'll be seeing later the brand new story we have in a wonderful video that talks about what we think hope looks like. And each of you is in there. Each of us has a story to tell. So let me thank you for letting your life stand for something in and above what it might otherwise look like, in and above the family that you're a part of, in and above the organizations that you favor. Your life stands for hope and your selfless, wonderful, genuine belief that our kids deserve us and need us. And for that, we're grateful. Have a great gala. I'm sorry I can't be with you. I will be one day shortly. Be safe, and thanks for all you do.
It's no surprise to me, and I'm sure all the other kids who have gotten wishes from this chapter that Make-A-Wish North Dakota stands out to on a national level. And we get to hear directly from another one of those wish kids right now. Let's hear from Emily and how even years later, her wish is still important to her and her family.
I was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, which is a rare form of bone cancer. I was diagnosed when I was 16.
You never want to hear that your child has to go through something like that, and you wish you could take it away from her.
I remember going into Roger Mayr's Cancer Center and sitting in the waiting room and looking around and thinking, I even said to my parents, I don't belong here. Like, everybody here is sick.
Dr. K said, what I have to tell you, you never want to hear, but it's my job to tell you that you have cancer. You know, if we don't treat it and treat it aggressively, it could take your life. But you're about to meet the family that you really never wanted to have.
But the family that was the most supportive of me throughout the whole year. There are such an array of emotions, especially as a 16-year-old when you've been diagnosed with cancer. So I remember the first thing I asked my doctor was, am I gonna die? He said, we're gonna take the best care of you.
And he said to her, your job this year is to fight for your life.
A point in time when Emily was really, really struggling and was at a point where she was giving up. One of Deb's best friends, who was fighting cancer herself, all of a sudden showed up at Emily's bedside. Emily said, I can't go anymore, and Diana said,
you have to remember that from the minute you're diagnosed, you become a survivor.
And I'm happy to say it's been 17 years since I finished chemo.
I had known about Make-A-Wish, but I learned a lot after we found out that Emily was going to have a wish granted.
I think the really cool thing about Make-A-Wish is it's for, all children with life-threatening illnesses. After a lot of thought, I decided to go to Hawaii. I had always wanted to go to Hawaii.
All of a sudden it gave her something to look forward to.
So my wish experience was literally a trip of a lifetime. We were picked up with the wish team and a huge limo in front of our house. We got to go parasailing. My favorite thing we did was swim with the dolphins. It was so cool to be in the water with the dolphins.
And I think this trip gave us the chance to be there as a family, healing, knowing that, okay, we've got kind of a fresh start here.
Everybody smiled the whole vacation, and Mom and Dad didn't have to lift a finger. There are not words that are sufficient enough to express the gratitude for doing something like that that is life-changing. And when somebody makes a gift, it is a gift of love.
Thank you so much for everybody that's donated, for everybody that gives of their time, their talents. Make-A-Wish would not be what it is today without the many, many generous donors. And so it really is, from the bottom of my heart, the biggest gift you could give a child with a life-threatening illness is your time and your donation. So thank you so much.
Good evening. One of the things we pride ourselves on, especially during these trying times, is being rooted in our core value of child focus. We always put Wish Kids first. Our vision at Make-A-Wish North Dakota is to reach every child in our great state, and while we have had to place some wishes on hold this last year, we have remained steadfast in finding new and creative ways to grant the ones we can while keeping everyone safe. I would like to take a moment to thank Wish children and their families for allowing Make-A-Wish into their lives at very vulnerable times. giving us their grace and remaining strong in the face of adversity. We applaud you. Another core value is community. We are a passionate group of people working together for a common mission. We have granted nearly 1,000 wishes since our chapter's inception. As you may know, Make-A-Wish North Dakota was founded in 1985 by 4 like-minded individuals who wanted to make wishes come true for North Dakota kids. Today, we have a great group of statewide leaders serving on our board of directors from Fargo and Bismarck, from Dickinson and Can Do, and beyond. Thanks to all of the board members whose engaged leadership ensure we continue to be the stars wishes need to come true. For those current and former board members, including our chapter founders, we celebrate you. The Make-A-Wish team embodies the previous core values, as well as those of integrity and innovation, especially in this past year. They are bold, imaginative, and respectful in delivering impactful work for the children and families we serve. Thanks to our staff, Billy, Amanda, Kayla, Tori, Angie, Lindsay, Sam, and our interns, who beyond this lovely event bring their passion, dedication, and smart work every day to fulfill our mission and grant these wishes. All together, we serve wish kids with critical illnesses, not necessarily conditions that are terminal. With that said, we still do lose kids such as Grantley, Landon, and Lydia, Ben, and others over the years. Please join me in a moment of silence in celebration of the lives lost. Thank you.
Well, the time has come, and the silent auction is now closed. Congratulations to all of our auction winners tonight. Because you won, Wish Kids win. Our time together is quickly coming to an end. But before we say goodbye, we have a few more things planned.
First, let's have one final mission moment as we hear from Amelia and her family about what she calls the best day ever.
Amelia is the happiest child. She's always been the happiest child. Early in May of 2009, we started to notice that her color was a bit off, and we took her into the local pediatrician, and they immediately did an echocardiogram. We found out she had tetralogy of Fallot.
We didn't know what the challenges were going to be.
It was terrifying. It was scary.
I've always kind of grew up knowing that I was a little different. I have a medical problem, but I never thought of myself as different from any other kid.
As she got older and we learned more about it and learned it had a good prognosis and lots of treatments available.
Physically it hurts, but mentally, I think of happy stuff.
The first time I heard about Make-A-Wish, she was maybe 5, and a nurse had suggested it to us. In January of 2020, they told us that she would need her 4th open heart surgery, and the nurse at that time said, "Have you thought any more about Make-A-Wish?" And I was like, "It's absolutely the perfect time."
I have heard of it like school fundraisers, but then when I heard that I got to do Make-A-Wish, I was very happy.
She originally had wanted to travel, and we had kind of talked about that in the early stages.
And I had some other options in mind, like go on a shopping spree.
And she does love shopping, so that wasn't a surprise when she said that. But I was really proud of her for being able to kind of think outside of the box a little bit.
So my whole recovering process, that was more ambition building up for Make-A-Wish.
So her wish experience was absolutely wonderful.
It was amazing. I would do it again. I had so much fun. I remember the shopping experience itself, getting my hair done, getting my nails done, all that stuff was just amazing. We went to Forever 21, Claire's, Zoomies. I was happy, happiest than I've ever been before. I wanted to stay there forever.
To see her just be full of joy for a full 3 days and living the high life, living her dream, it was wonderful. It means a lot to families as a whole that are going through the struggles of medical challenges and don't always get to experience all the joys that typical children get to.
It's a wonderful thing, and lots of kids should feel the joy of getting to do what they've always wanted, and I'm just so proud that those people have donated, and it's really a good cause.
All Wish kids are special, no matter their wish or where they're at in their medical journey. And it is a true honor to be able to make a child's one wish come true. You can be a part of making wishes come true with your gift through Fund a Wish.
Wishes need stars like you, and this is a chance for all of you joining us tonight to give. It's not the amount that matters. When we all work together toward our common goal, we will transform lives one wish at a time.
Join me in welcoming back Billy Joe to lead us to making an impact.
Thank you, Ellen and Cameron. Aren't they doing such a great job? And thank you all at home once again for being a part of this evening. I hope you're having fun wherever you may be. This is now the chance for each of you to have a direct impact on the lives of Wish children like Ellen, Cameron, Emily, Amelia, Logan, and so many more you've heard from tonight. Wishes need stars like you, and this is your chance to be that for them. So there is a donate button that will pop up on the screen with each level, and there are 5 levels. To make a donation, you will press and hold the button, and then your name will scroll so we may acknowledge your generosity. So let's get started. First, we are asking if anyone would be willing to donate at the $1,000 level. By donating $1,000, you could help provide things like gaming systems, laptops, TVs for electronic wishes, and things like that. Wishes like 14-year-old Hunter's wouldn't be possible without the generosity of donors at this level. Hunter is a Fargo native, and he loves everything about gaming, especially Friends. Back in November, his wish for a gaming PC came true. This is a wish that will keep on giving, as it provides a way for him to connect with his friends and keep his mind active even when stuck inside. A wish experience is so much more than a day or a moment in time, and you can be part of granting wishes like Hunter's. So please, don't hesitate, don't delay. If you can, I know it's been a tough year for many people, but if you can give at the $1,000 level, we thank you in advance. You have seen the impact and seen the experiences that $1,000 can provide. So thank you. If not now, maybe in the future. We appreciate it. So let's move on to our next ask, which is to see if anyone wants to donate at the $500 level. With this generous gift, you could grant a wish to a child who wants a pet, like a puppy, or even a chicken, like John, who we granted his wish earlier this month. 3-year-old John from Kensal, North Dakota, he didn't hesitate when his wish granters asked what he wanted for his wish. He wanted orange chickens and a chicken coop, and yes, even a chicken swing. These kinds of unique wishes are so fun for us. To grant each wish like this gives us a lot of joy. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing the smile on the child's face when those wishes come true. And just so you know, too, giving gives you joy. I had a gentleman recently give $100, and on the memo of his check, he said, "It just makes me feel good." So giving gives you that feeling of making a difference. You all can actually see John, the chicken wish. You can see his smile if you head to our YouTube channel and watch his wish day unfold. And we're welcoming any donations to roll in. And just want to say a quick thank you once again to our MCs for this evening. I think you'll all agree, Ellen and Cameron have been just incredible this evening, and we are so appreciative of them taking their time and sharing such great talents with you and with us. So thank you, and also your stories have just been great as well. We're really lucky to have you to be part of the Make-A-Wish family. So thank you both very much. So the $250 level, if that is approachable for you, it's a request at $250, and you can help provide wish-enhancing decor for a room makeover, or even a desk or a chair for a gaming space. Room decoration wishes have become increasingly more popular in the past year, especially. Whether it be 6-year-old Adeline's wish for an accessible playroom, 12-year-old John's wish for a gaming space, or 5-year-old Oliver's wish for a bedroom redecoration for him and his brother. Each one of the special and is tailored specifically for the vision that the wish child has. Things like custom bunk beds, a gaming desk, or a bubble machine are only possible because of donors like you. So even before this evening, we had generous people making donations to this event. So I do want to thank and give a shout out to the Hahn family for their gift. If any of you had the pleasure of attending our event in the past, you would probably recognize Logan Hahn, as she usually donates a wish or has done actually some artistic art at our event. She wished for an art gallery showing, and that was granted, and she continues to share her beautiful work and artistry with us. So we thank all of you who have been able to donate at that level of $250. So at the $100 level, now we'd like to accept and ask for any donations at the $100 level. So your gift could provide additional accessories like a bike rack for a camper, or life vests for a family, for a boat, or a pontoon wish. So being in North Dakota, it's no surprise how popular campers and boats are. And it would be simple enough just to have that to the family and the child, but we like to make things we call wishy. So we want to make sure that we provide any additional accessories to make everything the child could dream of and fit into the lifestyle of each individual child and their family. Again, we've had many individuals give prior to the program, starting at that level. So I just want to, again, shout out and thank Sharon Miller, Jordan Weir, Craig Campbell, John Lamb, Vanessa Leisted, Stephanie Yanish, Brian Fossey, Don Ronas, and Jeff and Barb Hansen for their generosity. Thank you all very much. So lastly, we would like to invite anyone to give at $50. And we really want to just make it approachable. If you didn't get what you wanted at the online auction, please consider making a cash donation. It'll help Wishes that will provide an opportunity to give wish enhancements like a themed backpack, or towels, or camper walkie-talkies, toys, and the like. Anything that can help enhance the wish experience for a child. Again, thank you to those of you who have already donated. Jim and Mary Lixon, Nicole Sand, and Jane Nelson, to name a few. We just thank everyone for wanting to be a part of this evening and for wanting to give so generously. And as I think it was Cameron who said earlier, it's not about the amount. It's just that you want to share and be a part of this Wish experience. So of course, everyone is welcome to give at whatever level is meaningful to you. As every gift, no matter the size, I just was saying, has a lasting and profound impact on the children that we serve. Thanks to all for investing in our mission in this meaningful way. These donations will go towards bringing joy and hope back into the lives of local North Dakota children right here fighting critical illnesses. And on their behalf, we thank you. Now back to you, Cameron and Ellen.
Thank you, everyone, so much for your generosity. I want you all to give yourselves a big round of applause.
Such incredible stories have been shared tonight. Again, thank you all so much for being here and for giving such generously. Together tonight, you have transformed the lives of local children like Ellen and myself, fighting critical illnesses. Thank you again. Cheers and good night.
Thank you seems so simple.
I'm very proud of you that you donated, and thank you so much for all these kids who really need it.
Your money is making a difference for the kiddos who have had a rough go.
You make dreams come true for children that really deserve it.
Thanks everyone for helping make kids' wishes come true.
Thank you, Make-A-Wish, for making my wish come true, and all the others who helped make my wish come true by donations.
Thank you for making my wish come true.
Thank you for making my wish come true. So,
when somebody makes a gift, it is a gift of love. It's a gift of money, but it's a gift of love.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for making wishes come true. Without you, it wouldn't be possible.
Thank you so very much for making my wish come true.
And to get to see him just have this unimaginable experience, to make that possible for him and then for our family, is something that we'll forever be grateful for.
I just don't think they can truly understand what a blessing it is and what a gift it is and what it means to the families that are going through times like that. There's just not words to describe it. So thank you.
Thank you, and you're a hero.